Bob, thank you for another informative discussion. We're all faced with this, and it's amazing, just hearing Dick's how people are scammed into this, and you think you'd know better, and you hear all of these things. You know, we heard it from AARP when they presented, and people keep getting deked out every day. So it can happen to all of us. So it's always good to get a reminder on it. Let's start our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And again, with all of the good news going on with the pandemic, with the COVID. I think the running average for Connecticut, the 7-day average, we had 2 deaths, which is still too many due to COVID, but positivity rate is way down there, below 1%. Let's just keep up our diligence and continue to pray that this episode in our lives, hopefully we'll be coming back to getting back to normal. All right, thank you. Steve, you want to go get back?
Want to go back that one?
Yeah. You getting a little ahead. Just to reiterate, our policy still remains in effect that for any of our activities, anyone that wants to participate, we're requiring, and this is our requirements, SMAS, is that you either be fully vaccinated or tested for COVID and have a negative result 48 hours prior to that activity. Some people still can't get vaccinated, so the testing would be required. And again, CDC guidelines are guidelines, but the state and local requirements are in effect for masking and going out. And I mean, it's again your personal feeling, but if you are outdoors, you really don't need a mask. And if you're with similarly vaccinated people, you don't need to wear masks under most circumstances, but it's up to the individual to decide what they're comfortable with. Next slide, please. Our last regular meeting of the year, September through June year, will be June 24th. And I guess that's 2 more meetings besides today. Our informal Zoom meetings will start on July 8th after the holiday and continue through August 26th. These will be a 1-hour meeting from 10 to 11. Be no formal structure unless somebody decides that they have a something that they want to present or talk on their experiences, or find a video on YouTube or something somewhere that might be interesting to the general membership. But it's non-structured. It's not going to be hosted by any specific individual. Steve will start the meeting at 10 and shut it down at 11. So then come after Labor Day, we'll start our meetings on September 9th. We'll have a couple of meetings and then have our picnic meeting. And all goes well, we're going to hopefully resume our in-person meetings at the First Presbyterian Church, the Fish Church, starting in October. The goal is for that. So that's pretty much it. And just to reiterate, our board changes. Lou Terry is going to take over for Howie Breslow as Director of Recruitment. Howie is has been approved to replace Larry Holtzman as Director of Activities, and Larry Holtzman is going to be Director of Flamingos in sunny Florida. So today's speaker is Frank Batiste. Frank was the assistant traffic or transportation manager. Now he's taken over as the director of transportation, the city of Stamford. He will present, so it should be interesting for all the changes and road work going on. Stu, you want to pick up on the future meetings?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. Good to see everyone here. As you can see, we're down to 2. Next week, Dr. Michael Parry will join us again, give us an update on what's going on with the coronavirus and the pandemic. And I think he'll talk maybe about a couple other infectious disease topics. Following that, Amy Spatella will moderate 3 doctors who will talk to us about lung cancer screening. I just want to mention that the program committee consists of Carl Shapiro, Ed Roloff, John Cohen, Dave Kaplan, and myself. Met this past week. We have a potential list of, I think, 30 or 40 possible speakers for the coming season, starting in September. Many of them seem to be pretty interesting just to look at their names and some of the topics. So we're going to hopefully during the next month or so start to fill in the full schedule. So it's looking pretty good, actually. Thank you for those who sent ideas into us, either with people or with topics. And again, if you happen to be somewhere during the summer, you sit in on a seminar somewhere, please let us know if you think that speaker was a good one. So again, thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you, Stu. Ira.
Good morning, everyone. Last week we had an online attendance of 49, and I presume everybody's received the minutes. I haven't received any corrections or additions. So, Joe, will you cast 1 vote for everyone for approval?
Consider it done. Thank you, Ira,
Okay.
as always.
Good morning, everyone. For the next 2 weeks, we have on June 17th, Joe D on investing. And then on June 24th, we have Emily Boothroyd on money matters. So bring your wallets for the next 2 weeks. Next slide, please. Tennis match. Is Larry or Joe available today? If not, we can.
Joe's online, I thought.
Joe, are you there? Okay, we have the annual tennis tournament coming up. It's not going to be a tournament. There's not enough players. Next slide, please. But we will have a real good tennis outing for those that enjoy it.
It already happened.
What?
Already happened.
It happened this past
June
Monday.
7th.
He's a photographer.
Monday.
These are shots of it.
Sorry, I didn't know. Not being a tennis player anymore. My apologies, they all look real good.
I mentioned,
Bureau,
Is anybody there that can give
Yeah.
a little report on it?
yeah, I can. This is Stu. I took the picture. So it was a good time. There were 12 regular players and 1 sub. That was me. But it was good. It was a lot of fun. It was hot and humid, but it was a great time. And I know one of the winners, the top, wasn't an official tournament. The top was Carl Rosen. He had the best score. And you can see a couple of these slides. Next slide, maybe.
That's it.
Whoop, there were more. Maybe back up. Yeah. Carl's the guy on the left-hand side. That's the group. Yeah, Carl's the guy in the, whoops. All right,
I don't know.
next.
next slide, please. Go to Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Carl, are you with us this morning?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, everyone. We started our June session for Tai Chi. We had most of the participants from the prior month. About 10 people were there on Monday, considering the heat. It was a great turnout, and we're going to continue through the month of June. Anybody who's still interested, it's not too late to join us. And the goal is, as long as there's an interest, we'll keep doing it in future months. Especially after Monday, knowing that people do it in that heat, there's no reason to believe that we couldn't do it over the summer. So anybody still interested, let me know. All right. And that's it. Take care. Have a great day.
Next slide, please. Okay, walk in the park, 10 a.m. was done. There were Dave and Alyssa Kaplan, Joe Hyson, Lou Terry, Jerry and Joan Krantz, and David Kaplan's there. Okay, I don't see anyone else that was there. It'll be again next week with Cove Island. If you feel up to joining them or playing in my golf game, one or the other. Thank you. Next one. Next slide, please. Bill, are you with us? You want to talk about it?
Bill, unmute yourself.
Bill, hit the microphone up in the right-hand corner. Okay, you have on Wednesday, June 23rd, it's $60, which includes everything except your lunch, which you'll have at the Irish Pub. You meet at Dockside at 1:15. During approximately 6:30, 7 o'clock. You need a station wagon to haul all the fish you win. Please contact Bill McGurr at his phone number or at his email. He always does this and arranges a real nice day for those fisher people. Please enjoy it, men, women, children, anyone. Who caught the blonde in the middle? Okay. Spring golf. Next slide, please. Okay, Brian is not with us today, so I will speak. We have a 24-man slot that is 6 teams. We will still take other people that you can contact Brian or myself. Golf, which includes golf cart, golf fees, luncheon, prizes and stuff, is only $79. In 3 weeks, the price goes up, so get it now. Thank you. Next slide, please.
Larry here. Spring luncheon, Wednesday, June 30th, Rock Rimmon Country Club. $50 a person. Obviously, 11:30 is the check-in time. Lunch will start at noon. Sport jackets are optional. There's the menu. We have 99 reservations. So if, just talk it up and let's see if we can get to 100. Be very nice. Looks like it's going to be a great turnout, and looking forward to seeing everybody in person. So Take care.
Stu. Stu,
Well, yeah, fall picnic was the 23rd of September, as you can see. The cost is $25 a person. No need to read the whole slide there, but basically we started collecting registration fees. Please send me your money. Checks made payable to SMAS. Want to stress, if you're sitting at your desk right now, make a note to make a check out and send it in right away, so we can have a good count before the last meeting. But it just occurred to me while we're talking here that the luncheon, if people could if everyone at the luncheon is coming to luncheon, bring a check for the picnic with them, so I could take it right there from you. Save yourself the postage, and I can collect a whole bunch of them at one time. So that would be, I think, probably a good idea. Bring your checks to the luncheon, and that way we'll have at least 99 people. Maybe we'll get more. Thank you.
Hey, Carl's not here today, so nothing's really changed on the numbers for membership. We have only received, 5 new members, and as we've indicated in the past, lifeblood of our organization is to continue bringing in new members. So now's the time to start talking it up to people. However, we're at the end of our regular season, so think about it over the summer, and with everything hopefully opening up for our group in fall, try and bring in some new members. Guys, it's up to us. I mean, the best recruiting program that you can have, and I don't know if Lou wants to say anything today about recruiting. Is Lou on?
Yes, I'm here, but I don't really have anything new to add.
Yeah, I was going to say is the best form of recruiting, aside from what Carl and Lou try to do, is still one-on-one recruiting. It's up to each and every one of us to bring somebody new into the organization. So keep that in mind and think for new prospects for the fall. Okay, Dave Kaplan. Dave, it's you, and I. Before you start, I want to thank you for the very lovely sympathy card, the condolence card that you sent Carol and myself on my brother-in-law's passing.
Thank you,
It
Joe.
is, it is something that I think goes a long way, and thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joe. So, yeah, fellowship. Let's share news. Who's got some good news to share? Anybody?
I have some good news. Bill Munko here. My granddaughter's doing maternity last week and this week. And this week already, I don't know what's going on at Norwalk Hospital, but Monday or Tuesday, 2 sets of twins. And she was also involved in a cesarean. So she's really getting a lot of experience. Boy, these kids are coming in like crazy. Must have been the pandemic is the only thing lousy TV shows. That's all I
So, Bill, has she got an idea what she wants to specialize in based on her rotation so far?
She's only done 2 areas right now. Now she's doing nights. She goes in at like 7 o'clock and comes home at about like 7 o'clock in the morning. She's got to do that for a couple of nights. But to answer your question, she really likes delivering babies, but I don't think that's what she wants to do.
Well, she's got plenty of time to figure that out. So who else has got some news to share? Anybody?
Yeah, this is Steve. I'll give some news this week.
Excellent.
My grandson will be starting an internship with a company called Rosenhaus Sports Representation, who are major NFL, NBA agents, basically. And my granddaughter will be starting this summer her internship with Apple Computer. Another granddaughter is graduating high school and will begin the University of Michigan in the fall. And the last one is the youngest one who graduates elementary school.
It sounds like you got a good stream of
Good start.
offspring and grandchildren there. That's wonderful. So anybody else?
Yeah, I got one more thing, Bill Munko here. My grandson Ryan, who's living in New York, working on his master's right now at NYU, got a call last month from NBC Sports, and they said, "Would you be interested in doing this Olympics thing for us for 3 weeks?" And they made him an offer he couldn't refuse. He's taking 3 weeks vacation, and he's going to be back in Stamford at NBC Sports doing the Olympics. So that's kind of exciting too.
Yeah, that really is. Thanks for that, Bill. Anybody else?
Yeah, I can contribute. My wife, Rosalie, has been a mentor in the Starfish program, and her mentee, Giselle, has graduated West Hill High School this year after being a mentor from her 3rd grade. And Giselle has been admitted to Simmons University in Boston on a very nice package of loans and scholarships. Thank you.
That's great. And for those of you that don't know, I mean, Starfish is really a worthwhile organization. I know that some of the mentors and mentees have developed lifelong relationships out of it. Something to look into if you're so inclined. Anybody else?
Yes, Peter Ford speaking. We had our 56th wedding anniversary last week, and celebrated it down at Tripp's Restaurant down in Glenbrook. And they were very accommodating and made a nice celebration out of it. Brought over cake with a candle on it and the whole place saying happy anniversary. It was a really nice event.
That's great. And this was indoors inside Tripp's?
Tripp's Restaurant, yes.
That was inside. Yeah. Sherwin.
Yes, I have 2 graduations. I have a grandson who graduated from bicultural and will be going to West Hill. I have a granddaughter at West Hill who will be graduating and going to Union College. This is a school, West Hill, that I taught in for 22 years, and never thinking that one day my grandchildren will be going in.
That's great. Anybody else?
David?
Yeah, Howie.
Hi. Peter just reminded me, we were there at Trips for our 57th last week. It's strange. I don't see how I did it because my wife can't even turn 30 yet.
Yeah, ain't math wonderful, Howie?
You're right, man. The new math.
Bill Munko here again. I was there last week for my 60th. So wonder we never really ran into each other.
Show off.
Okay. Well, with my reductive math, we never did get to celebrate as we should our 50th back in January. So maybe we should go out to Trips. We'll take your recommendation.
It's a good restaurant.
Yeah. Anybody else? While we're on fellowship, I do want to circle back to the Wednesday walk. For those of you who have not joined us, please do consider it. The group has gone anywhere from 6 to 8 up. I think we had 14, 16 once around 20. The point is, though, it's really the focus is on the social bit of it. We're at all stages of ability. Some of us walk fast, some of us not so fast. We break into groups by capability, but the main focus is on the camaraderie. So please do consider it. So, okay, next slide. A bit of bad news. Many of you knew Lewis Slayton. He did drop out last year, but his brother passed away a few days ago, Gary Slayton. He's currently in mourning, Lewis is. I spoke to him yesterday. I've got his phone number up here. He said he would appreciate a call from his friends here at Senior Men's Association. So if you got a pencil and paper, copy that down, please. And also, as we announce every week, the rest of the names here always would appreciate a call. I see Earl King is with us today. Hi, Earl. I trust you're doing well in your recovery. And that is all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Book Club, Dick Harper.
Good morning, everybody. You can see our lineup here on the screen. Spying on the South, there's a very interesting book, and it's focusing both on the 1850s when Frederick Law Olmsted is roaming through the South, and the recreation by Tony Horwitz, who roamed through the same area recently and wrote the book. And it does make an interesting view of the South, at least the states that they went into. And then Cass by Isabel Wilkerson, of course, has been on bestseller list recently. And I look forward to reading that. And I think anybody would be happy to join us on the 15th of September for that discussion. And as it says on the screen, all our discussions are at 1:30, and we've been on Zoom up to this point. And I assume we'll stay on Zoom at least through the 15th. And then we've got a number of titles that are circulating among our readers to decide what to read for October. And it would be nice to have that decided by the time we close up for the summer. So happy reading.
Thank you, Dick.
Welcome.
Dave, did you want to talk on this?
Well,
somebody-
yeah, the concerts are going to start back up at the Fish Church on the lawn there. The topics, the groups range pretty diverse. We've attended a couple of them in the past, and they really have been lucky, lovely. And we spoke with the Reverend when we were over there the other day, and here you have the list of them. We are cordially invited to join there. It's just a matter of showing up. So it's about all I have to say, Joe, unless you have more to add to that.
Yeah, I don't know who put the slide up. That's why I was.
Yeah, not sure.
All right, Memorial Day, Steve.
Yeah, delayed Memorial Day parade this week, Sunday, June the 13th. The parade will start at 11:30 a.m., leaving from Latham Park and going down Bedford down to Veterans Memorial Park, at which time we'll have a ceremony. It will be live streamed by Local Live. And I encourage everyone to come out and participate. I think we are, Dave, are we planning on unveiling the Gold Star Monument or not?
No, we're not.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what the last word was.
Yeah, these are the families of those that have fallen in line of duty. Unfortunately, the names that were supposed to have been engraved on it, the whole project has fallen behind schedule, and so it will be unveiled at a future time.
Again, I encourage you all to come out and participate and remember those that have sacrificed everything.
Thank you, Steve. Items for discussion. Some thought came to me, and just by a show of yes or no, if you intend to participate, not necessarily in all the meetings, but if you intend to participate in the summer meetings, just click on yes. Give everybody a few minutes to orient themselves. I say, don't have to be all, but at this point, it looks like there's only 9 people intending to participate in 10. Yeah, if you click on participants or on the screen there, there's a reaction, at the bottom, there's a yes or no. I mean, nobody's going to be held.
Actually, it's not under participants anymore. It's under reactions.
Oh, okay, so wherever it is,
Figure out how to say yes.
Click reactions, then click yes.
Because I had
Bottom of the screen.
Or the check mark, might not say yes.
We have about
12.
No, 13, 14, about 17, 18, 19.
Well, I'm not seeing that.
There's people that have their hands raised, a thumbs up.
Okay, so we got 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it's about 15.
Looks like about 17 people so far.
All right. I think that, there's 17 people that are interested, so we'll continue. I mean, like I say,
Oh, we've got somebody's screen up there. Ray, stop sharing your screen, please.
Who's that? Steve, you can shut him down.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Okay. I'm back.
Yeah.
I believe our guest speaker has joined us.
Yes, he has. So we still have a couple of more minutes. All right. We can.
Joe, this is Jerry. Can I get in for a discussion item?
Yes, please, Jerry.
I just want to give you my thoughts, updates on the songsters. Probably starting in August and September, I'll be contacting the senior residences that we normally perform at to make sure that they will welcome us in December, or let me put it from Thanksgiving to Christmas for our winter concert. Assuming that we have a proper number of groups that are open and will welcome us in physically, hopefully we will start our rehearsals in October when we get to our in-person meetings. I think that's the plan, and I will keep you informed as we go along.
Great, thank you, Jerry. Yeah, that basically is what we talked about. Once we start up, as long as we have the venues. If we don't have venues, there's
I hope that we will have the venues. That's what I'll be trying to confirm in the latter part of probably latter part of August and September as we get closer to those dates.
Thanks, Jerry.
Right, you're welcome.
All right. Any other items to bring up? Okay.
Joe?
Who's that?
Stu.
Yes.
I just wanted to mention that a couple of months ago, we had a guy, Elliot Slayer, who talked about Wheel It Forward, the organization that loans out medical equipment. He contacted me this week saying that for those of us who may want to volunteer, he's looking for a lot of volunteers to help them out. So if you're interested, I guess you can let me know, and then I'll let him know if you're interested in spending anywhere from a couple hours to a day, whatever you want to do, they need some help from volunteers. Thanks.
Okay, why don't you prepare an email on that, Stu?
Sure.
And then Steve can send it out to everybody and, you know, who to contact and you know, what, where, when, and how.
Will do. Will do.
Okay. We got time for one or two jokes. If anybody has got anything. Alan?
Yeah. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? It's called a maybe. I went to buy some camouflage trousers yesterday, but couldn't find any. What is the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? One is really heavy and the other one is a little lighter. I thought I had more. Will glass coffins be a success? Remains to be seen.
Mhm.
And that's it.
Okay, yeah. All right. With that, I guess, Steve, you want to stop the recording and then we'll restart it. And Frank, if you're ready to do your presentation.
I'll introduce him.
Yeah, we'll wait until we start recording again.
Yeah. Looks like.
All right, Steve, is this the recording for the second part of it, or is this still recording the first part of the meeting?
Steve, yeah.
Steve, unmute yourself.
No, I got disconnected.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna stop recording and get ready for our